There you go, stir-fried beef and cabbage with dried red chillies and black bean sauce. Look at that. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today I've got a bit of a Chinese. It's a cracker. We're going to do beef stir-fry with cabbage. We're going to use dry chillies and black bean sauce. Dry chillies give a smokiness, and obviously the black bean sauce is a fantastic flavour in Chinese. It's easy to do. In here I've got beef. It's beef chuck roast. It's been frozen and sliced thinly. Now it is a bit raggy because it does carry a little bit of fat, but it's so thin it's going to make a fantastic stir-fry beef. We need to marinate it. We're going to marinate it for 10 minutes whilst we prep the other stuff, and we're good to go. Okay, so on our beef we're going to do about a tablespoon of soy sauce. This is light soy sauce. What about a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine? I'll do a little sprinkling of white pepper, and we're going to do corn starch, and we're going to give it a mix. Now you can use any cut of meat that you want, sirloin or strip loin, chuck, oyster blade works really well. Well, I've got this, okay, and now it's all ragged up. But not to worry, it's going to stir fry. It's only going to have beef bits in there. You can see how thin it's been cut. Here you go. One side. Now I've got a small cabbage here, look, and we're just going to come in there like that. I'm going to remove the core. I don't want it. We want good chunks of cabbage. Done. In there. Just break a little bit up. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Got good chunks of cabbage in there. Nice and straightforward. Now a black bean sauce recipe, normally garlic, a little bit of sugar, a bit of water or stock, oyster sauce, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, all that carry on. Okay, we're gonna do that, and you would normally put in a little bit of sliced red chilli for colour. We're not going to bother with that today. We're just going to do the beef and cabbage. And the thing is, today for us, we're actually using the dried chilies because I want to put a smokiness in there. That's our cabbage. One side. We've got a tiny bit of green onion here. Look, it's terrible. But it doesn't matter because it's not going in as such. It's just going to be garnish over at the end. So we can just do that. Now garlic is optional obviously, but you know, for this dish, garlic is in this dish. Now mash as big as small as you like, as usual. That's good enough for me. Don't need to go any more than that. On there. Now, red chillies. Red chillies, you can soak the red chillies if you want to plump them up. We're not bothered because we're going to fry in oil. But when we fry in oil, we have to be careful they don't catch and burn. Dry chillies burn very quickly. Now, we just want some chunks, but inside there are all those seeds, look. You know, chuck them on the garden, see if you can grow chili plants. That's the heat. So it's up to you whether you include the heat. Okay, so we'll just make up a quick sauce in here. about a teaspoon, half to a teaspoon of dark soy sauce. A good tablespoon of soy sauce. Maybe it's a tablespoon and a half. About a tablespoon of Sharon wine. About a tablespoon of oyster sauce. And for all those people that don't like oyster sauce, soy sauce and sugar mixed together. Want a little bit of sugar in there. I'm just going to add my white pepper to this, and we'll probably chuck some over when we stir fry. Want a little bit of corn flour in there. I'm going to give that a mix, and that is going to be our sauce. It smells amazing. Don't worry about any lumps of corn flour or cornstarch, it will dissolve. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit of water in there now. Give that a stir in, that's our sauce. And we'll probably use a little bit of water on our cabbage when we stir fry our cabbage. So there you go. In with the pan that you're going to use. Okay, in there a little bit of oil. In there, your beef. Stir fry. Little tinge on there. Okay, when you've got a bit of a tinge on your beef, we want that out of there. Now there's possibly enough oil in there already, but we're just going to put a little splash more in. In there, garlic. Now I'm using black beans that I've made. These are fermented, they're on the channel. Go ahead and make them, or just buy fermented black beans. As soon as you got a tinge on that garlic, in there with some black beans. Oh, what a beautiful smell. In there, dried chillies. Not much on this, just a little bit whiz round. Only about 20 seconds. And then in there, cabbage. Start to stir fry that cabbage. Now if you get any charring on the edges, fantastic. In there with a little splash of water, not much. Just to help loosen what's on the bottom and cook off the cabbage. That's lifted all that fond off the bottom, all that sticky corn flour that was on the beef. Oh, lifted off completely. That is fantastic. Clean pan. A little bit on there, not too much, you know, we only want to soften. We're going back in there with that beef. Nice little stir through. Oh, there's some flavour there. And in there with that sauce. Nice little stir through. Chuck it around in there. Coat everything up. There's some flavour right there. That's it. Flame off, serve up. Just a shake of white pepper over there. You can chuck in some green onions and save some for garnish. There you go. And a little sprinkling of sesame seeds. There you go, stir-fried beef and cabbage with dried red chillies and black bean sauce. Look at that. There we go, look at that. That is absolutely first class. Come on. Oh, we're in. Get in on that beef. Oh yeah. Absolutely love black bean sauce. Love it. It's truly a fantastic dish. It is absolutely banging. You know, the beef has taken on a little bit of that marinade. It's got that stir-fry flavour through there. It's delicious. The cabbage with that black bean sauce is wow. You know, just a stir-fry cabbage and black bean sauce is off the charts. Put the protein with it or the tofu, whatever you want. It is sensational. It is a really, really fantastic flavoured dish. That beats the takeaway any day. So there you are. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make this stir-fried beef and cabbage with those dried chilies and black bean sauce. It's off the charts. It is absolutely delicious. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.